Hey, what's up, everybody? Anton here from eCommerceLifestyle.com, and welcome to another episode of the eCommerce Lifestyle Podcast. So before we get into this episode, I just want to make a quick note. I'm recording this one as a video also, so it will be on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/dropshiplifestyle. So if you're watching this there, just know this is part of a series. So if you hear me reference previous podcasts that I've done about this, those are not on YouTube. They're on the podcast RSS feed. So if you subscribe to eCommerce Lifestyle, the podcast on, Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or Google Podcasts or whatever, Spotify, you'll already have heard the previous episodes. If you haven't heard them yet, I would highly recommend go onto your phone or whatever you use to listen to podcasts, search for eCommerce Lifestyle with Anton Kraly, and then listen to the previous episodes, because this episode, like the title suggests, is 4 of 5, and it's about new money machines. So a little bit of a backstory. We just wrapped up our 6th annual Dropship Lifestyle Retreat. It was out in Prague in the Czech Republic. I did 2 presentations there, and one of them was called New Money Machines. And these new money machines are things that you bolt onto your store that help you to make more money and basically monetize better before, during, and after the sale. So part 1 of 5 was about lead generation machines. Part 2 of 5 was about cross-sell machines. Part 3 of 5 was about upsell machines. And today, part 4 is about post-purchase machines. Again, the other ones are on the podcast, eCommerce Lifestyle with Anton Kraly. So for everybody watching this on YouTube, you'll see I have my slides pulled up here. This was the presentation I did. If you're watching this and you're a member of Dropship Lifestyle, we had the whole event professionally videoed, filmed. We had videographers there. So they're editing all the videos together and whatnot, and you'll get the full presentation with all the slides and whatnot in the members area. But for everybody, listening, I'm just going to go through this section, part 4 of 5. So post-purchase machines, what are they? Post-purchase machines decrease buyer remorse while increasing sales, testimonials, and referrals. And like the name suggests, these machines are put into place after the sale is made. Somebody buys from you, they get put into this machine, and it's there, again, to decrease buyer remorse, really build a relationship with your customer so they'll buy more from you again in the future, and so that, again, you'll make more money from your existing customers, and have them talk about your business in a positive way so that they'll send business your way. Now, the thing that I did in this presentation was kind of show examples of how most people are already doing this, and then the new way, how to again, bolt onto it. So the most common way, you'll know this if you're a member of Dropship Lifestyle, is after somebody buys from your store, your niche store, because we build niche stores, they get their order confirmation email that goes out automatically. Thank you for ordering from antonstore.com. Here's your, what you ordered. Here's the shipping address. Here's when it's going to ship, right? So that's normal. The normal thing that people do that kind of goes one step above is to start making related offers in that email, because order confirmation emails, as you can imagine, have almost 100% open rate. Somebody buys something, they want to check that email, make sure they, ordered what they thought they were going to order, and get that information. So again, if you're a member of Dropship Lifestyle, you're most likely already including in the bottom of that email links to your niche related stores and coupon codes. So an example you've probably heard me give is you sell barbells and free weights on your website. Somebody buys from that website, they get their order confirmation email. It says, thank you for ordering your barbells and your weights. Did you know we also offer treadmills at antonstreadmills.com? Because you're an existing customer, you could save 10% with coupon code loyalty. Here's the coupon code, here's the link. So again, that's like the first iteration of this, and something anybody that's running multiple related stores can do. But this is what you should do to build on that. Now, I want to give an example that I think will help this make sense to people that maybe already have stores and people that don't have stores yet. If you don't have a store yet and you're watching this, I would highly recommend you get enrolled in my program, Dropship Lifestyle. That's the course that was voted best e-commerce course by Shopify. You could just go to dropshiplifestyle.com and click on e-commerce courses. Or if you want a free training plus a special offer, go to dropshipwebinar.com, DROPSHIP webinar.com. You'll get like a 3-hour free training. You'll get an ebook I wrote, and you'll get the ability to get a special offer on our program. Again, dropshipwebinar.com if you're new here. But either way, the way that I want to kind of compare what we do is give you an example of how this works in the offline world. And then I want you to start thinking about how you could bring that to the online world. A lot of what we do is just that. It's figuring out why certain things work, in quote unquote real life and like traditional retail. And then how can we bring that into our online businesses? Because again, if you follow anything I create and put out, you know that I think the future of online commerce, of e-commerce, is having as much interaction, even if it's automated, and it should be automated, but having as much as possible, trying to bring that benefit of real world interactions to online interactions. So the example I want to give you is not related to e-commerce at all. It's about where I am right now, actually, in a home that we purchased, right? My wife and I. Now, when we were looking to buy a home in the area we are now, we were living in Austin, Texas. And what my wife did to find homes is go on Google and type in best real estate broker with, I think, the zip code or the actual community that we knew we wanted to be in. And when she did that, what happened? All different Google listings popped up, the organic listings. Some of them had really good reviews. Some of them didn't. Some of them had none. I'll be honest, we probably didn't see any that had none because you won't rank for that. So if you want to compare that, let's just say you're selling sofas. Somebody wants to buy a sofa. They might go on Google and type in best brown leather sofa, and where are you going to appear, and how do you look in search results? Now, what did my wife do? What people do if they're trying to do anything online that involves giving somebody money or working with someone. You go to the people that seem to be the best, that seem to have the most credibility. So she found a broker that was ranked towards the top, that had a ton of reviews, and that seemed to have a really strong presence and have a lot of people that had great things to say. So just like when you're buying online, we had now we know them. We had no idea who this broker was. We knew nothing about their business, but what did we see? They have what we want, which is the ability to find us a home in the community we want to be in, because this is where they're located. And they had everybody, it seemed like, saying amazing things about them. Okay, so let's just say you are selling those brown leather sofas. You go on Google, you type in brown leather sofa, and you don't see yourself anywhere. But what you see is all of your competitors, and you see, not all of them, you see the top competitors, and you see that they have amazing reviews. Now, here's a big mistake. A lot of new e-commerce sellers, or even established ones, will think, these guys, they have 100 reviews. This one has 50 reviews. It's because they've been in business so long, or I don't know how they're doing it. It's probably all fake. I bet their friends and family just wrote all the reviews about them. No, that's not what happened. And you could do the same. And if you do this right, you could actually probably surpass a lot of them, because this is the key, right? The key to having a lot of reviews, surprise, surprise, is having happy customers and is having an amazing experience even after somebody buys from you. And I would say especially after somebody buys from you, okay? In this world of e-commerce that we're in, what a lot of people think is right and what a lot of people want to do is get an order and then they cross their fingers and they hope and they pray that the customer never contacts them, right? Like, that's the goal. That should not be the goal. Again, we want to bring offline online, and we want to build relationships with our customers even after they purchase. Our marketing brings them in, our conversion machines on our website turn them into customers, and after that, we can even build our relationship further. So again, they say good things about us, they refer business to us, and they keep coming back for more. So how do we do that? Well, let me give you the example of what happened with the realtor, right? So again, we chose them because they already have these reviews, because they take care of their customers, which is what we learned. But we think we called them, we emailed them. To be honest, my wife did everything, so I don't know. But we came into town, we went to their office, we met them, seemed like nice people, took us to a few houses, saw one we liked, whatever, easy transaction, did what all brokers do, which is set up the closing, set us up with inspectors, do all that. Okay, all is fine. Good process, very happy with that, negotiated for us. Then we go to closing, they come with us, which again, I'm assuming is pretty normal, but we're sitting at the closing table. It kind of took a while. I really don't know if that's normal or not, but we were there for like a couple hours. The guy just hung out. If you have any questions, I'm right here. Okay, that's cool. After it happened, we signed, closed the deal, wired the money. Then the broker said, hey, congratulations. Just wanted to give you like this gift. So a thank you card. And then it was like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like this like little decorative art thing with the lake that we live on, like the name of the lake on it. So cool, definitely unexpected. I appreciated it. Like, brought a gift. Again, might not be uncommon in the real estate world, but I was thinking like, wow, like that's I'm not used to that, right? So how can we bring those things online? So basically a free gift without advertising it, okay? Kind of over delivering. But even if that was just it, I would think, okay, great experience. And I did think that. Then, whatever, get the keys, go to the house, move in. Few days later, get a letter in the mail. Letter is from the broker saying, hey, just wanted to say, again, thanks for doing business with us. Hope you love the community. If you ever need anything, let me know. Here's a list of some recommended restaurants in town. And here's $100 gift card to our favorite restaurant, to the broker's favorite restaurants. I'm like, whoa, okay. Like definitely not expecting that, right? Again, this is all post-purchase. They got their commission. We got the house, all as well. But now I have a handwritten letter with recommendations with a $100 gift card so I can go out and explore. Okay, great, amazing. A couple days later, I get a phone call. It's not the broker's assistant, it's the broker. And this is a big brokerage. They have a big team, but it's him. Hey, Anton, how you doing? Hope you're enjoying the house. If you ever need anything, any recommendations, any referrals, just know I've been here, 10 years. If you need a number, let me know. Okay, thank you. Okay, that's the conversation. Appreciate it. Again, feel good, right? Because I didn't just get sold to and then have somebody disappear. Then, a few days later, get an email from him saying, hey, Anton, I know you're new to the community. If you want to come out and meet people, we're hosting a happy hour at this local bar. We got a band, we have food, there's drinks. I'm like, that's like, I never in a million years, right? Would I expect that as somebody that just bought a home? Now I'm going to, well, I didn't go because I was going to New York, but I'm invited to a sponsored party where I could literally meet my neighbors. Basically what happened is I got things that I would never have expected after the purchase. And not only that, but these things happen every month or so. They host these events. The way I know is because I didn't go because I was out of town. And he called again and said, hey, Anton, I noticed you missed the open house. Not the open house, the networking thing, the open bar. If you want to go to the next one, let me know. I'll send you an email and a text with the info. Okay, so now getting ridiculous. All of these things after the sale. Then I get another delivery. It's a bottle of wine from the guy again. So it's just again, after you gave him money. So the point is, right? Why do they have all these reviews? Why are they at the top of Google? Why did we choose them because of that? It's because they don't just say, oh, I want to get a whole bunch of clients and sell them houses and get my commission and move on to the next deal. Of course, they are moving on to the next deal, but the way they're getting deals, a big way, is because they treat customers so well after the sale. So of course, if anybody ever asked me that, they wanted to buy a house in this area, without a shadow of a doubt, I would say, this is the guy you want to talk to. Here's his number. Nothing but amazing things, right? So that is how companies go to the top. That is how companies have 50 reviews, 100 reviews, 50,000 reviews for stores that do a ton of traffic and volume, right? That is how. It's not just about marketing. It's about what happens after the sale. It's about building relationships. So again, that's the offline example. Okay, that's something that I just experienced in the last couple months. So how do you bring something like that online? Should you start shipping your customers bottles of wine and gift cards and all that? I don't think so. If you have, massive orders, $10,000 plus, not a bad idea. But if you're doing normal type of direct response Google ads like we are, selling $1,000 items, $2,000 items, that's not all necessary, but you can focus on building the relationship after the sale. So again, all my slides that show how we do this are going to be in the Dropship Lifestyle members area for our members once the video guys get this back to us. But just to review some of this with you kind of quickly, what we do. After somebody buys from us, right? Order goes through Shopify. We get notifications. They get the email that goes out that, again, welcomes them. It tells them about our related stores. It gives them coupon codes, thanks them for their business. At the same time, we also have an automation trigger a Facebook ad that's only shown to new customers. So right after you buy, you're seeing an ad from us that's saying, hey, noticed you just bought from whateverstore.com. Wanted to just quickly say thank you for buying and putting your trust in our business. Here's what you can expect, right? Maybe your order's going to be shipped out within 2 to 3 days. If you ever have any questions, here's how you can contact us. Phone number is in the description. there's a message us button under this video. So that extra touch, right? Not they just bought from us and we hope we never hear from them. No, we're proactively showing them stuff like, hey, if you like, here's what you can expect. And if you ever need anything, here's how to get it from us. Build that relationship post sale. Another thing we do, phone calls. Again, if you're selling some low ticket item, this isn't going to be cost effective. I think it's a good idea if you want to build a real brand, but it does take time. And, the type of business we're in, we focus, again, on expensive products. If you want to know more about it, dropshipwebinar.com. But because we focus on expensive products, we can focus on actually calling our customers after they buy. So simple phone call, and I'm sure you know how this works, but most of the time it's just going to be a voicemail anyway. But hey, John Smith, wanted to say thank you for placing an order with whateverstore.com. Just wanted to let you know that your order will most likely be shipped out within 2 to 3 days. As soon as it does, you're going to get an email from us with your tracking number. And just wanted to say thanks again for putting your trust in our business. So whatever the dialogue is, having those calls, that personalized outreach, because I'm telling you, the experiences that people are used of when buying online, that doesn't happen. So you want to be different, show people you care, and that's how you're going to get repeat business. That's how you're going to increase your customer lifetime value. That's how you're going to reduce buyer's remorse. That's how you're going to get more people referred into your business. So in addition to that, we have email sequences. This is all technical, so I'm not covering it in the podcast because it's not for a podcast. This is all in our courses, but yeah, it's too much to go through now. But we have basically a 9 email sequence that's updating the customers and building trust and basically, goodwill and making offers throughout it. So that'll be covered in the replay of the actual presentation that I did. Few keys to making this work, the post-purchase machine. The first, I already hit on this, but the secret to long-term success in business is happy customers. So if you have the mindset of, again, you want somebody to buy from you and you never want to hear from them, you got to flip that. You want to hear from your customers because that is how you're going to grow long term. And that's how you're going to reduce buyer remorse. And that's how you're going to increase your customer lifetime value. Another thing you want to think of is, how can I provide value for someone after they buy? So let's go back to when I, bought this home example, right? The thing that I didn't expect any of it, but the networking events, right? These like open bars and getting to meet people that are there that are just new to the community too. And, kind of like have instant networking. Again, I would have never, ever, ever expected that. And it was such like a valuable thing. And it was a way that they could add value, but not that I would expect. So I want you to think how you can add value to your customers, but not in a way that they would expect. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're selling something like, I don't know, a little bit technical. Let's say you're selling 3D printers and people are buying from you. And let's say you're selling like entry-level ones, right? Like your first or second kit somebody would buy. Well, maybe after they buy, you say, hey, thank you for your order. Listen, I'm sure you're going to have questions and need help as you get this thing set up and as you decide what projects you want to print and whatever people have to figure out with 3D printers, I don't know. So say, this is why we created this community online where you can interact with our other customers and our community. You can post videos and pictures of what it is that you're creating. You can ask questions, you can get feedback, and you can make sure that you go from, beginner to expert in 3D printing with the support of the community, whatever it is. That is an awesome extra thing to have. And I'm telling you, your customers are going to be very thankful for it. Not only that, now they're part of your community. Now you're going to have more content that's user generated because they're going to be posting in there. They're going to be getting value from it. They're going to be more likely to buy from you again and again and again. Another thing that you want to think of is, how can I under promise and over deliver? So again, you don't need to say on your sales pages, on your product pages, all of the bonuses that you're going to give to people. Go back to that, let's say it was a Facebook group. You don't need to have that everywhere in your marketing. It could be one of those things that you never told anybody about, but it's like this nice extra bonus, because when you get something after you buy something that you didn't expect, again, it really makes you feel a certain way where you're like, okay, I appreciate this company a lot more. And just building on that, you want to think about what would your customers love to have, but never expect. So my advice is, whatever industry you're in, look at offline stores, see what they're doing, see how they're doing it. Try to take the best of what you can and model that into your business. Guys, easy wins here. Again, all the technical stuff on how to set this up and the email copy and the Facebook ad templates and all that, that's going to be in Dropship Lifestyle. But if you're listening to this podcast or watching this one on YouTube, hope you got value. As always, if you did, please leave a review for the podcast. Let me know. And if you're brand new here, again, go to dropshipwebinar.com for my free training. And if you want to hear episodes 1, 2, and 3 of this series, be sure to subscribe to the e-commerce lifestyle podcast, where also episode number 5, our final money machine that was in this presentation, is going to be shared podcast only format tomorrow, which is, I don't even know the date, September 18th. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. And I'll talk to you all in the next episode of the e-commerce lifestyle podcast. See ya.